Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put total in. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will have first crack at this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Brooks. Looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Defense in press coverage. The run to the right. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Here's the handoff. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off with?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical, and they stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Play action on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking downfield, it's Brooks. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Line getting set on second down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Play action. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking left. Pulls it in. It's Kamara. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a the push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Now they'll run the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throwing right. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Scanning the field, it's Brooks. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
He'll try to slam it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Brooks. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Finds a man by himself. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
To the air on first down. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish your first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, Let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's a draw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Kamara. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the back. On target. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Pulls and fires complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Safe completion on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clemson is quick to the line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Good timing on the quick out. Well, the ball pops out on the return. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Clemson will send the punt team out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jars loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They punted away on 4th down. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his man in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Brooks. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the lone running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Fires to the tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to keep it in the air. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page with that touchdown catch. They now take the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Fires to the right. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the 1st down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Quickly complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Fast completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. The offense coughs it up. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Finds the tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air, it's Brooks. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Quick completion on the out. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. That's caught. It's Camara. He's out of bounds after picking up 80 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Here's a heat. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes